It's 12 o'clock. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to News Today here on your Joy News Channel Multi TV. This bulletin is also available on your Go TV on the channel 144 and on your DSTV on the channel 421. Coming up this hour, scores of registered voters stranded in Tamale following decision by officials of the Electoral Commission to suspend vote transfer exercise. Socio-economic activities in Adaklu come to a halt as Toje River overflows its banks following heavy rains. And we'll bring you a special report on the refugee situation in Kenya as Sarah Mablade Souza focuses on the Kakuma refugee camp. We have details of these stories and a lot more, including updates in business, sports, entertainment, as well as some international news, all coming up in this 1 hour bulletin. Stay tuned. My name is Kwabna Chenche Hinibuati. Many thanks for joining us here on News Today. To our first story, these are and scores of registered voters seeking transfer, we are told, are stranded at the Tamale office of the Electoral Commission. This follows the decision by the Commission to suspend the voter transfer exercise, which ends today. The decision follows violent clashes between supporters of the NPP and NDC on Thursday over the alleged busing of some persons to the region. Hashmi Mohammed was at the EC office earlier today and now reports.
When I visited there this morning, there was only one police officer who was manning the gate of the Electoral Commission, and the EC, the Metro EC force says until they are satisfied with the security arrangements, they cannot attend to the many people who have queued in lines to transfer their votes.
So much as there has been a heavy deployment of police personnel, well, for that very Electoral Commission office, we have just one officer currently there.
Well, there's no, I think at the center itself, there's no heavy security, as we were told by the police yesterday. It was only yesterday that they sent their men. But this morning, when I went there as early as 7 up to now, the police are yet to arrive. There's only one police officer, and that is the fear of the EC officials there, and they are saying that they don't know what will happen, for taking into consideration their experience yesterday where an unknown assailant fired some gunshots. So they are.
Well, that was our reporter on the ground, Hashmin Mohammed, who earlier on News Desk gave us that very report. Well, he's joining me right now on the phone again to tell us really what the situation is now, whether or not there has been any development ever since we spoke to him. Hashmin, good afternoon. Many thanks for joining us. Now, can you tell us whether or not there's been any development as far as this very issue is concerned? Are people now able to go through this exercise?
Well, the exercise, the EC is now working. They are transferring the votes of people who have queued in lines to transfer their votes. A police armed mode vehicle has been dispatched to the place, and then there are scores of military officers too who have also been dispatched to the place. So at the moment, the process is running on smoothly, and the people who have queued to transfer their votes are happy about the situation. And
has there been any response from particularly the security agencies as to why it had to take so long for personnel to be deployed to the EC office in Tamale?
Well, I've not seen any senior officer, and I've made attempts to get the police to speak to the issue, and I've not been successful. And it's due to the fact that today they are overwhelmed in Tamale. You know, there is the Black Stars game, and it requires a lot of security at the Tamale Sports Stadium, and then they also have this exercise going on in the region. So I've tried hard to get them speak to the issue, but I've not been successful.
Right. Hashmin Mohammed, many thanks for that update. And that was our regional correspondent Hashmin Mohammed joining us on phone with the very latest. And that information suggests that, well, the process has now resumed, and all the many people who are stranded there are currently being catered for. But as to why there was that delay in the deployment of police personnel to that very location, that's the Tamale EC office, well, we are unable to give you answers now. We were trying to get answers from ASP Ebenezer Tete. Well, he speaks for the regional unit of the police in the northern region. But unfortunately, he's not picking his call. Once we're able to get through to him, we'll bring you those details. But away from that now, and the Accra High Court has given the Electoral Commission clearance to receive filing fees from presidential and parliamentary candidates. The Progressive People's Party filed an application for injunction, praying that the court restrains the EC from receiving the said amounts being charged. And they described it as capricious and an arbitrary use of power. The PPP lawyer Dennis Ofoswapia argued in court that the said amount being charged by the EC was not stated in law. Now, some residents of Wa East are demanding an apology from the former member of parliament for the constituency, Godre Bayong Tango, for describing Chieftaincy Minister Henry Seydou Dana as unfit to be MP due to his visual impairment. The former member of parliament is alleged to have described the Chieftaincy Minister as a person not fit to lead the people of Wa East due to limitations he suffers as a result of being blind. But several residents of the constituency have taken offense to the comments, describing them as unnecessary, hence the demand for an immediate retraction and apology. Rafiq Salam has more in the following report.
Speaking with a Wa-based radio station, the former Wa East member of parliament, Godre Bayong Tango, stated that the National Democratic Congress, NDC, instead of helping a deprived constituency to develop, they have consistently been engaged in acts that will stall its development. He then cited the candidature of the Chieftaincy Minister, Dr. Henry Seydou Dana, for the Wa East parliamentary seat, which he said if he wins, it will be inimical to the growth and development of the people. The former Minister of State at the Ministry of Roads added that the governing NDC has been using the constituents as guinea pigs and wondered why President Mahama and the General Secretary of the NDC, Johnson Asedu Nketie, are not using blind persons in their constituencies for such a history-making venture.
Better use it as guinea pigs. Don't use
us as guinea pigs. If you are saying that the whole of Africa, there is no visual impaired person who is made an MP, because we the Wa East people are sick, you want to push him on us? We are sick because we are not educated and not rich. Seeing our deprived situation, you are still saying that you want to experiment and bring a blind person to be our MP, to set an example for the whole of Africa. You only want to worsen the plight of the people. Look at how vast the Wa East is, and you have to be pulling a blind man from one end to the other. You have to pull him from Tasia to Kundugu and to Belokong and other areas. I'm not saying that the man cannot go to those communities, but how effective will a blind man represent our interests? If the NDC wants blind people to be MPs, why won't Asedu Nketie and President Mahama go to their hometowns where there are numerous blind persons and let the people vote for them to be MPs, and they want to use Wa East as an example? However, that statement did not go down well with some visual impaired persons, including Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the National Youth Employment Agency, Adongo Atule Jacob.
Election should be about issues, what he can do for his constituencies. What has sight got to do with the development of the constituency? The kind of call the man made that the NDC imposed Dr. Dana or want to impose Dr. Dana on the people of Wa East was most unfortunate and uncalled for. The man went through a competitive election. The delegates, the good delegates of Wa East voted for Dr. Dana Seydou. When he went to contest and campaign on issue, it was heavily competitive.
Mr. Adongo also demanded unqualified apology from the former MP.
He said that when he becomes the MP, he's going to be an MP for only sighted people. He's going to be an MP for only people who are able. He's not going to be an MP for people with disability. And look, let me add that. Is he saying that when people with disabilities vote for him, he will not accept their votes? When blind people vote for him, he will not accept their votes? That is the kind of call that I think is most unfortunate. I think that he should come out and apologize profusely for his unsavory remarks. Those remarks did not speak of him as an honorable member who was once an MP, seeking to become an MP again. He doesn't deserve to go to Parliament, and I believe that even now his constituency have told me, as I talked to you, I received calls day in, day out from his constituency, threatening to punish him for the comments he made about the learned doctor.
Reporting for Joy News, Rafiq Salam. Wow.
Now, with 60 days to the general elections here in Ghana, some voters in the Bantama constituency in the Ashanti region say education, health, and good sanitation policies will determine who they vote for to represent them in Parliament come 2017. Mahmoud Mohamed Nuruddin has been following up on some of the key issues raised by these constituents and has come through with this report.
I am currently at Bantima constituency, one of the strongholds of the MPP in the Ashanti region. The party has won this particular seat for so many years, and this time around the NDC are saying they are going to do their best. Well, I will be speaking to some residents here to find out exactly what they are going to consider to cast their vote for a particular candidate. I mean, we'll look at the basis, whether they are going to consider education, whether they will consider infrastructure development, whether they are going to consider employment to cast their vote for a particular candidate, and I'll be speaking to a few of them and we'll find out exactly what are these factors that they are going to consider in this particular election. Tell me your name and on what basis would you cast your vote for this year's election? I mean, the parliamentary. Yes.
My name is Daniel J. Mensah. I've been staying in this constituency for a very long time. Since we switched to what do you call it, democratic. Voting for a particular party will based on the hard work of the parliamentary candidates, and you know, Baltimore constituency has been stronghold of the MPP. There's nothing that's going to change anybody here's mind that is going to vote for other party. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what I would say is voting for different party with the exception of MPP is going very hard.
So what would you consider?
So many factors.
Mention them. Can you mention them for me?
Yeah, one, education, health, unemployment, so many. Well, that will lead one may consider to, what do you call it, vote for MPP.
So you think you don't have these things in this particular constituency?
Yeah. Looking around Baltimore constituency, there are so many schools here, government schools, and when you go there, if you can take that opportunity to go to the schools around this constituency, you may see that the population during MPP regime, and now the population is declining, and that will consider one to, not voting for the sitting president.
The reason why I vote for my candidate is about education, because in Ghana by this time everybody needs to educate his child. So if we don't have some education, there is nothing he can do. So that's why I try to vote for my candidate.
Well, I vote for Atta. The MPP.
Why would you vote for a particular candidate? Tell us the reasons why you vote for a particular candidate.
The reason I will vote for a particular candidate is that I will look, I will see what the person can do for us before I can vote for him.
So what would you like the person to do?
Oh, I would like him to, as for this area, we need so many facilities, such as schools, hospital, though we are having a Confanocho hospital, but it's not enough.
You're watching News Today here on your Journey Channel Multi TV.